personify them. We like to attribute human impulses to them. They can be this like really good blank slate.
Well, they have very human-like expressions. And Izzy truly has actual expressions. She'll be like... She can look at you like very judging and also very surprised.
When I displease him and he looks at me with some angry look, and I know by his look that he thinks to himself that if I was a tiger, I would just eat you right now.
I have 2 cats, and every time I glance over at them, they're doing something. They have a mission, and something is demanding their undivided focus at all times. And I'm always wondering what that is. I'm fascinated by how little I will ever know about what's going through their minds. And I can't stop watching.
You just waking up? Yes. Are you the most handsome? You are. Yes.
He has such a human-like quality about him. You know, you can ask him a question and he will look at you, he will make eye contact with you, and he will answer you.
It's gonna take some time for them. I think you'll come round. I think you'll come round. Okay? Is that a deal? Yeah.
My name is Fedra, and we live in Guanajuato, Mexico. And we have 4 cats, but the star of the show is Balam.
Dark roast? Good idea? Yeah. We love you. Yeah. You love us too? Yeah? Do you want to make me and Daddy a dark roast? What do you think?
What I think he wants is to connect. He wants to connect with me. He wants to communicate.
Can I ask you a question? Oh, wow. What do you think is the meaning of life, Balam?
When I speak to Balam, I feel like I'm interacting with an intelligent, sentient being. And if we could translate what he's saying, he's probably always saying, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Are you the cutest?
There's this theory that we find things cute that look young. And the idea is that it doesn't just have to be human babies. It can be other animals that have specific features like large eyes, small noses, that we have this innate sort of maternal and paternal instinct to care for.
They have very adorable eyes, and they have tiny little ears, and they're tiny in itself, which is also adorable. And the little paws are so cute. Just, yeah, I think everything about them is cute.
He's so cute, look, and his skin is so smooth, and the head is smooth, and we have too much skin, and he's so sweet.
He looks at you with his face all smushed up, and you just think, I don't know what you are, but I love you.
There's the emotional response I think we all sort of associate with it. But there's more to that, right? I think in popular culture, we sort of imagine cuteness to be this simple, non-threatening aesthetic or thing that we encounter. But there's actually a lot to investigate. When we find things cute, you gather, you want to protect, you want to consume. There's a phrase about, it's so cute, I want to eat it. And that's actually, there's something real there. It just takes one step to sort of be like, oh, I can sort of mass market this, and I can sort of tap into these desires for promotion deals and for merch and these kinds of things. And so, like, pretty quickly, it gets kind of dark.
My Instagram inbox is like nonstop, just like, help me promote my cat. How make my cat famous? Please post about my cat. share for share, like stuff like that. I'm like, something about it makes me uneasy on a lot of levels. What we care about is your cat's welfare and what's best for your cat. It just so happens that's what's best for my cat is what we're doing. I think Bub became famous for a reason, whether it's inspiring people, raising money for animals, and started Little Bub's Big Fund for special needs pets with the ASPCA. At this point, I think it's 4 years old, and we've administered over $300,000 for special needs pets. It's great. I just worry that some people will do anything to get famous. And that's not to say that there aren't people that could do it right. For every success story, there's thousands, tens of thousands of people trying to do it and effing it up and potentially harming their cat in the process.
There's definitely like an underbelly. There's money being exchanged, for sure. I think the community does a good job as a whole, noticing that, hey, if someone's blatantly selling out, they're gonna call them out on it in the comments, and eventually it's gonna be negative for their brands.
Yeah, so if you're trying to chase the money, people will see it and not respond well to it.
Absolutely.
I've been a rescuer, I've been doing policy work, educational work, and a couple years ago, I started meeting other people who were like cat influencers, and I was like totally new to that world. And I was shocked to find out that there are people who are influencers online with cats who are not involved in cat welfare. My name is Hannah Shaw. I am known as Kitten Lady. I'm a humane educator and kitten rescuer, and I specialize in the needs of neonatal kittens. If you are adopting a special needs cat because you want to have a platform where you show people, hey, like, cats with this diagnosis are not broken, they can be adopted, that's awesome. If you want to use your platform to like sell corn chips, that's not my thing. That's not my thing. I think it's so tragic that we can get people to wear the cat socks, wear the cat shirt, put on the cat ears, attend a convention, and not actually get involved in saving their lives. I just got a call from an animal control officer who said that a man walked into Petco with a tissue box with a baby kitten in it and said, "Can you take this kitten?" and then ran out. I love him. I can't wait to get all the flea dirt off of you. My favorite babies to care for are the really, really tiny ones because they're the hardest to care for because they're the most vulnerable. When you raise them from that young, you feel so bonded with them. I looked at it like, I'm gonna put out educational tools. I'm going to use this weird social platform to teach people what I know, and it just grew and grew. I reached more than 1 million people between all of my platforms.
Hannah and I have been partners for about 2.5 years now. I was very big into, I guess you could say, cat pop culture. She's really inspired me to do a lot of the work that I do now, which is heavily rescue, shelter, adoption awareness, that kind of stuff. My name is Andrew Mardala, and I am a cat photographer.
We met because Andrew is a cat photographer, and I found out about his work, and we got together to do a photo shoot of 2 of my kittens meeting for the first time. And they are best friends, and now we're best friends.
Aww, yeah.
People are really interested in our relationship, which is funny to me. People were coming up to us and saying, "Oh, we followed both of you before you knew each other." The good thing about social media is that people can see us doing rescue work. They can see, you know, that we're in a relationship doing what we're doing, so maybe they can have something like that in their life. That's what it's all about. So I think if we can leverage that kind of like pop culture element to get people to do a good thing, then that's great.
I take hugs too. Bring it in.
Homer came into my life as a 2.5-week-old blind kitten. I always say he's not a meme cat, he's a message cat. And the message is very much about rescue and compassion. My name is Gwen Cooper. I am a cat writer. I have written 5 books about cats. Homer's Odyssey was my first one.